For this program, we're going to have the robot drive forward until it touches something, and then we're going to have it back up and turn 90 degrees, and then go forward again until it touches something else, and then have it back up and turn 90 degrees in a loop. We're also going to introduce the motor control that controls both the B and C motor at the same time. So we'll have the motors go forward, and we're going to adjust the speed to about 35. And then we're going to wait for the touch sensor. So we need a flow control touch sensor. There's the touch sensor. Compare when the touch sensor is pressed. After the touch sensor is pressed, we need the motors to back up and then turn 90 degrees. So here's our motor control. And in order to get the motors to back up, we put in a minus number, minus 35. And notice the arrow is pointing downward. And we're going to have it back up for one rotation of the motors. And now in order to get the robot to turn 90 degrees, we'll have another motor control. And this time we're going to have it on for degrees. And we're going to have it set it to be about 180. And we're going to have it go minus 35, like we did before. In order to get the robot to turn, we have to set the direction all the way to the end. And then we'll stop the program. So let's document this. So this first block turns the motors on, and the second block will wait for a touch sensor, and the third block will go in reverse for one rotation. And the fourth block will turn the robot 90 degrees. And the way it does that is it turns one wheel forward and the other wheel backwards. And the way to accomplish that is to put this direction slider all the way to the end. And then we finish our program with a program end. There's one more step left, and that is to put the program into a loop. In order to accomplish a loop, we'll need to have a flow control. There's the loop flow control. And we'll bring that up and we'll put it right at the beginning of the program and see how the other pieces of the program slide over. Now we need to put these four sections of the program inside the loop. So we can highlight those four sections like that. And notice how their little blue lines are around there to highlight it. And we'll simply drag that section inside the loop like that. And then we can make sure that our documentation is right below the sections where they should be. So let's review one more time. The program moves forward until it touches something, and then it backs up and it turns 90 degrees. So we turn the motors on to move forward. We wait for the touch sensor. When the touch sensor is pressed, then this block backs the robot up, and then this motor block will turn the robot 90 degrees. In order to get it to turn 90 degrees, we need to have one wheel going forward and the other wheel going backwards. And we did that by putting the slider all the way to the end and then turning the wheel rotations 90 degrees.